What's up, guys? Now, this is a movie that I saw all the way back in January called The Housemaid. Now, starring Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Steinfeld, Steinfried, however you say her name, Brandon Scanar. This is another one of those things where, like I was just talking about my screen review, where what the internet tries to push on you is not quite how the real world sees things. Sydney Sweeney, this is probably Sydney Sweeney's second box office hit. The first one was that rom com she did with Glenn Powell. Now it's this one. Sydney Sweeney, for some of the things she does with her, how she markets herself outside of movies, gets her in a lot of gets her in a bit of hot water. Because before this movie, she did another movie called Chrissy, and while she was getting ready to do her campaign for that, she did like a jeans commercial where she talked about she having great jeans, she's blonde, she has blue eyes. It just didn't come off great. And a lot of people have been on her head ever since then. And then Chrissy came out, and it made no fucking money. And that was like her trying to get a little Oscar run going. It made no money. So, made no money, made no buzz. Then here comes The Housemaid, and now this movie makes a lot of fucking money. 396 million worldwide. I'm pretty sure that's more than Sinners made. It made a lot of money. Now, granted, this is based on a very popular book series. Books are going to be like, books have always been getting at that. Books have always gotten big adaptations from Hollywood, but more recently they've gotten a lot of success, and I think they're finding with books that they can do a lot of different things with books, like real books, and not get as much flack as they might have done if they changed up a comic book. You know what I mean? So that's why they always love, and I think another point is they don't really change up books that much when it's time for them to adaptate them. So I think there's always going to be a point of Hollywood might have a little more respect for books and authors in general when it's time to like put their stuff on the screen, but that's neither here nor there. I think Sydney Sweeney is a fine actress. I don't think she's anything like she's one of the best in the world right now. You know, I think there's probably 10, 15 actors I probably put in front of her, but she has what you need to be a leading woman. She just has an aura about her that helps her be a leading woman, and she's someone that people want to see in shit. When she's in something that people already want to see, her presence doesn't hurt any bit. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a Jared Leto situation where like you're in something that people want to see, but you being there is like the reason I'm not going to see it. She doesn't have that going on for her, and that's like, that'd be a death punch if she had that going on for her. But we can say confidently that I don't think she has that going on for her. But in this movie, she plays a character named Millie. She gets hired as a housemaid. Yada yada yada. And I'm just gonna go and say Amanda Seyfried. I hope I'm saying her name right. But she was my favorite thing about this movie. I just love seeing her and stuff. She's not as in much stuff as I think she should be, but she's an amazing actress. Brandon Scanar. He is someone that is being pushed pretty good right now. He was in 1883. He's rumored to be Batman, Bruce Wayne in the DCU. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't really like even think about that because that's so like, that whole Batman situation is a big mess. It's about as big a mess as the MCU right now. It's just a big thing. It's like the timelines aren't just matched up. But like, as far as everything that I've seen him in, like, he can really sell the Playboy Bruce Wayne part. I think he's going to be able to sell that pretty well. And I think this is going to be like, I think this movie is going to be the thing that's going to push everyone over there. So like, yeah, he should probably be Batman. He has the look. He has everything that you need for a person that's going to be Batman. Him and Sydney Sweeney did have a good connection, and he does play deranged really well. Like, towards the end of the movie, when it was time for him to play the deranged part, he did play that really well. And overall, this movie had everything that I think people wanted to see. I think it was very crowd pleasing, and I do think that they did a good job of holding off on the reveals. And then when they finally do the reveals, did you see that Amanda Seyfried's character isn't all that crazy? She's actually being abused and all this, that, and the third. And coming into this as someone who's never watched the books, it did leave me like, I would watch another one of these. I'll probably watch 2 or 3 more of these. And I hear in the next one, Kirsten Dunst is going to be opposite Sydney Sweeney, and that's going to be very interesting to see. So yeah, Housemaid, definitely 8 out of 10 movie from me. I don't see many flaws with it. I think it's good at what it's supposed to be, a crowd pleaser, uh, especially for the book crowd. And yeah, The Housemaid, 8 out of 10. I know it took me a while to get this one out, but it's a movie that like it's a very enjoyable like popcorn type movie. So it wasn't really on my mind all these months, even though I liked it, even though I thought it succeeded at what it needed to do. So yeah, Housemaid, 8 out of 10. Peace.